Insane in the mind, insane in the membrane.
Try to snatch these pigs wanna blow my house down and up the gram to the next town. They get mad when they come to raid my pad and I'm up in the night scared. Guess I'm the pirate pilot of this ship. If I dip with the ultraviolet dream, hide from the red light beam. Now do you believe in the unseen? Look, but don't make your eyes strain. She's going insane, insane in the membrane. Yellow on leaves, ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her put it like me, blowing a coffee to sleep.
Come on, car.
The web look at the boots, fleet headache. Got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. Fall back here, get fall back here, get back. I know as long as you get really Listen, I don't mean to call you up, cause I don't know that. And if I never call you again, that mean you throw back. We only met once, but we like we go back, way back. When it that we on track, you can never ever be my man. You a whole snap, you said it on your IG page. I ain't say that, like say that. Lay back, in the back of the Maybach, play that. You see J that, I be in the streets like a stray rat. I will never speak with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid, one girl, one side, in a dope, sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. Fall back here, get back.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And pushes right forward to about the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Penix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28.
Man, my headset's down, Roger. Huh?
About set to begin their
Oh,
next
good.
drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Caught by London. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Ball on the 40 now.
He was
Here's
60
second
on
down
the
and
49.
7. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Penix. He's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
28-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
To the air goes Daniels. Being chased out left. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Daniels. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. This will be taken at the 10. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Penix working out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's got it down to the 28.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go.
To the air, Penix. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 15. And the Washington first down.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Second and 10. Here's Daniels. Ertz has it left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. This a quick slant, and he's got Terry McLaurin. Second down and 3. Daniels looking to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. Let's go.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Shot before break. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates, as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead on the final play of the first half. Now Folk for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
If you want to act, you can keep your
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead they're right up the middle here.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now the first carry here for the running back. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Steps away. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to throw. Daniels. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throw inside. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. On for the extra point is Folk. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. crease here as he's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
60 license, 60 license.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Falcons 15.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
18 Cardinal.
2nd and 14.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
3rd and 9 here. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Second and 12, operating from the 39. Off the play fake. Daniels rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw is Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw with Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Okay, break. Ready. Cougar 19.
They run here with Dowdle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Come on.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Commanders might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Savannah's across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Penix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Buying time to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That one deep for London. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a second and 10. To the air goes Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
No. You want to go pick Savannah up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one is slant to McLaurin. And down inside the 15 he goes. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, go!
A running play, it's Dowdle. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Rico Dowdle, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And that touchdown this late in the game should all but be the dagger.
We never want to say that a game is over, but it certainly feels that way. That final touchdown seems to have created enough room for them to start celebrating.
Full connects on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Huh?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson, 77 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Falcons 21.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll get it down to the play at the 37. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Let's go, 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles. Reload.
Here's Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Commander's first down, and that should just about do it. this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Washington, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.